Hello and welcome to another video here at Hobbies and Happiness. My name's Dan.
And I'm Jim, and today we're going over Gambit's Hero Pack for Marvel Champions.
All right, so we've got one of the last two heroes announced for Marvel Champions, and it's Gambit. It's Gambit, ladies and gentlemen.
We called it.
Did you? Did we? I think, yeah, we did.
We called
We
it.
did, 100%. We'll get to who the last one is at the end of the video, but this one's Gambit. Okay, I'm excited. I'm excited because I love Gambit. Gambit was one of my favorite characters from the 97 show.
Yeah, little animated series.
Yeah, the animated series. I loved his voice, the voice actor. I can't remember who did it. But I was actually watching it not that recently on Disney Plus. Just brought me back, man.
I had a few episodes on VHS. I remember I watched so much of it.
What is VHS?
It's like a CD. It's like a CD, Dan.
Is it?
No.
All right. Before we get down that rabbit trail, all right, let's talk about the alter ego. The alter ego form of Gambit is Remy LeBeau. All right, so Remy LeBeau he's got 3 recovery, a hand size of 6, hit points of 9, pretty basic stats. Basic stats for alter egos. He is a mutant thief and has the ability Thief Extraordinaire. Action, thwart, exhaust Remy LeBeau, and look at the top 2 cards of the encounter deck. Discard one of those cards, remove threat from a scheme equal to the number of boost icons on that card.
That's pretty good, dude.
I like that.
That's pretty good.
I like that. Gives me Scarlet Witch vibes of the ability to manipulate the encounter deck. The only downside to anything where you're manipulating the encounter deck is you're thinning that deck. Yeah. That's the only downside. But honestly, is that a downside though?
To be able to control the scheme deck while you're an alter ego as well, just being able to do it in both forms is, I think, very powerful.
Yeah, and the thing that I like about this ability is, number one, you're getting rid of a bad card. Yep. Right, that's gonna hit you, right?
That's the part I really like.
But there's a flip side, is you know what the other card is.
Yep.
So there's 2 sides to that. Yeah. So you can prepare for the upcoming villain phase. So I really do like that. So already just looking at this kind of screams justice to me, just off of the alter ego ability. Right, and so Gambit will come as Justice Precon. So just seeing that kind of makes it makes sense with this ability. So far I like this. I really do like this.
Cool.
So Jim, why don't you talk about the hero side?
Yeah, so we got Gambit. He has 1 thwart, 2 attack, and 3 defense. Thief, XMen. Charge de card.
Charge the card.
Action, place 1 charge counter here, limit once per round. And then he has throw the card.
Throw the card.
Interrupt, when you play an attack event, remove up to 3 charge counters from here. That event deals +1 damage for each counter removed. There's no limit on charge counters.
Yes, correct. No stack limit.
Yeah, there's no stack limit.
Last thing, hand size 5, hit points 9.
Yes.
Again, so that's pretty standard. That's pretty standard. I do like I do like the basic stats though.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. That's not bad. I like that. 3 defense is pretty good. Yeah. I like that.
The 1 thwart kind of makes sense because he's able to also do it in alter ego form. He's able to manipulate it.
Yeah.
So it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, right. But you were saying about the counters, the charge counters.
So when I first saw it, I thought it was just
a max
cap of 3, and then you remove all 3. But it's even better because you don't have to have a stack of 3.
The only limit that this card mentions is the ability to add once per round off of this action charge a card. Yep. That's it. We'll see that there's other ways of getting those counters, but there is no limit, right? So that's big. The only other limit I should mention is when you're removing them.
Yeah.
You can remove it up to 3.
Honestly,
you can remove up to 3.
I feel like it could be a little broken.
Yeah.
I feel like it could be.
a little.
I'm gonna remove 50 counters and you're dead. You're dead.
Just stack them throughout the game.
Yeah, just play nothing but pure defense and just be like, all right, you're just over.
Yeah. So, well, the other thing though is looking at his hero side.
Yep.
So we talked about the alter ego side, kind of screaming justice. Yep. But honestly, I would look at this and I go, aggression.
Dude, he's super versatile.
Yeah.
Super versatile.
And that has kind of been a theme for all of these X-Men characters that we've seen. Yep. Is the versatility. Yep. And so that is always such a good thing.
Storm's super versatile.
Storm, Cyclops.
Yes.
I mean,
I love
a lot of
Cyclops,
them have been extremely versatile.
Because you're able to use all the different colored X-Men that you want. And just be like, oh, this one's good, and I play a bunch.
Yeah, just use the best cards, basically. All right, so we're gonna go through the Gambit cards that they showed. So the first one is a 1-cost support, the Thieves Guild. I like this, right? So it's a guild. Good. Alter ego response. After you resolve your Thief Extraordinaire ability, exhaust the Thieves Guild. Remove 1 threat from a scheme. If this removes the last threat from that scheme, draw a card. Again, making his alter ego ability even more versatile.
Yeah.
So not only now are we getting rid of a card from the encounter deck, okay?
Yep.
Potentially removing 3 threat from a scheme off of that. Now we're removing potentially another one, and now let's see, does it? No, it's from a scheme, so it doesn't even have to be the same scheme. Yep. And now you're also potentially drawing a card.
Yep.
So initially I'm like, I don't know how often, because normally when I play, like typically I'm not in alter ego a lot, where I'm staying in hero form a lot of the time and not utilizing the abilities of the alter ego. But so far with Gambit, it's like there's reasons to do both, and there's more reasons to go into alter ego form than just recover.
He's really good because it's now at the point it's like, all right, well, I'm in alter ego form, and then they're going to set up on the scheme, right? Yeah. Except, well, now you're like, all right, well, I can still combat that perfectly fine.
Sure.
And even be able to plus off of that as well. So it's like, all right, once you're able to manipulate the numbers, say there's 3 on the main scheme, right?
Yeah.
You see that you can take either 2 or 3 and just remove it completely. But you take the 2 if you have the Thieves Guild, bring it down to 1, tap the Thieves Guild, bring it to 0, draw your card.
Yeah.
You have a lot of different ways you can be messing around in alter ego.
Yeah. So again, so many of these cards just scream versatile.
Yeah.
So all right, Jimbo, read the next one here.
Honestly, I don't know if I can, Dan.
Creole.
Creole? Creole.
Yeah.
Creole Charmer.
There you go.
2-cost event. I had no clue how to
say
pronounce
that. Yeah.
2-cost event, thwart, alter ego action. Remove 3 threat. Remove 3 threat from a scheme. If this removes the last 3 from that scheme, confuse the villain.
If this removes the last threat from that scheme.
Oh, what did I say?
Last 3, yeah.
Oh, my.
Yeah, if it removes
the last threat.
Yeah, confuse the villain. Again, the ability just removing more threat. Yeah. So 2 costs for 3 threat. That seems pretty standard. It's pretty standard. But now we have the option to confuse the villain. Yeah. So so far a lot of these is just gonna be about sequencing. Depending on kind of what your board state is. Yeah. It'll be all about.
You know what I love about this artwork?
The card. Yeah.
If you zoom in, you can see him just like plucking the card from her pocket.
Yep. Let me get your ID card there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right. So this next one, I like this one. It is a 2-cost event charged card. It's an attack. It's a superpower attack. Hero action attack, deal 4 damage to an enemy. For this attack, if Gambit's throw it a card ability removed at least 1 counter, the attack gains ranged. 2 counters, this attack also gains piercing. 3 counters, this attack also gains overkill. Yeah. So So
I
all
love
right.
overkill.
All right. Yes, you do. So let's say 2 costs for 4 is pretty good.
It's really good.
Two costs for 4 is pretty good, but let's say you have 3 counters on Gambit. You remove 3 counters. Now you're doing 2 costs for 7 damage.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
Range, piercing.
Yep.
Overkill.
Exactly. Range, piercing, and overkill. There's nothing I don't like about this card.
Yeah. Phenomenal.
I think that's a really good card. So, and this next one, I really like this next one.
Ooh, damn, this card's good. I was really hoping I was going to read this card. It's called Royal Flush. 3-cost event attack superpower. Hero action. Place 1 charge counter on Gambit. And then, this is the broken part, Dan, you get to deal 0 damage to an enemy. But not just that. Then you can deal 0 damage to an enemy. Dan, you can deal again. 0 damage. 0 damage to an enemy.
Guys, that is so busted.
It's so broken.
It is so broken. So the first time I read this card, I'm like, all right, I think I get it. Okay. So, all right. Jim, explain.
So, if we go back, right, and look at Gambit's throated card, interrupt. When you play an attack event, remove up to 3 charge counters from here. That event deals +1 damage for each counter removed. It is looking at every single number on the card that deals damage.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Yeah. So all 3 of those zeros are now turning into 3 damage, and it's 3 times.
Assuming you're removing 3.
Yes. Yeah. It could be 1, it could be 2, whatever it is.
So if it's 1, that's a total of 3 damage. Yes. If it's 2, that's a total of 6 damage. 3, that's a total of 9 damage. Now this card is also giving you a counter.
Yes.
Right. So you do get you get 1 counter off of this card.
Yep.
Now, Jim, there was 1 card. I'm gonna see if I have it.
Ooh.
It
was like one of my instant thoughts about this card. I was playing Ironheart?
Yes.
What? Okay.
You were playing Ironheart.
Yes.
I was playing Nova.
Yeah. So I was playing Ironheart, and the deck was called like Dropping Bombs or something like that. Holy
like
Bomb,
that.
something along those lines.
Yeah.
And you want me to say what it is, or are you?
Go ahead. I'm pulling up the card.
Okay. So it is an upgrade that hangs out on your field, right? And then when you pay...
Oh, I can't... Do you remember the name of it?
So the name of the card is Honed Technique. It's a 3-cost upgrade, and in order to activate it, right, when you play a card, as long as you paid a mental resource for it, you can go ahead and add the cost of that card to the attack damage of the card.
Yeah. So the card reads, interrupt. When you play an aggression attack event, if you paid for that event using a mental resource, increase the amount of damage that event deals by its printed cost.
It's an aggression card. It says when you play an aggression card.
Yes.
Gambit.
Gambit card is not an aggression card.
It doesn't work.
It does not work.
Okay, that's fine.
That's fine.
It would have been so broken, and we would have played it wrong.
Unfortunately, this would have been
so good, dude. It would have been so good.
Because I think so we thought about it, right?
It would have been 18.
Would it?
It could have been 18.
Because it would have been 3 from Gambit's ability.
Yep.
Right, and then an additional 3 on top of it for the cost.
So 6
times 3.
6.
Yeah, that would have been sick.
Yeah, that would have been sick.
That'd have been really good. That's too bad. It's still a good card though.
Yeah.
Still a good card.
Then you could still drop bombs.
Yes, you could. Yeah, but again, we go back to the versatility.
Yep.
The versatility. Ping, ping, ping. Right. I mean, even for 1. So again, like looking at the cost and how much damage. 3 cost. Worst case scenario is, I guess the worst case scenario is
1.
0, 0, 0, because you don't have to remove, but in that case you're not playing the card, right?
Yeah.
Right. So worst case 3 damage. So 3 for 3, not great, right? 3 for 6 is not bad.
Yeah.
But 3 for 9, that's good.
Yes.
And not just one target either.
Yeah.
That could be 3 different targets.
Yeah.
right?
I mean, it's all going face. Let's be honest.
Yeah, right. Right. Yeah. So, all right. This next one, I'm a fan of this next one. It's called Natural Agility. It's a 0-cost event. Defense superpower. Hero interrupt defense. When you defend against an attack, place a charge counter on Gambit. For each charge counter on Gambit, you get +1 defense for that attack. Okay. So, 0 cost, right? 0 cost. He already has a defense of 3. Right, so he's already got a defensive 3.
Yeah.
Right, and so worst case scenario, you have 0 charge counters on Gambit. This card gives you 1 charge counter, so you're defending for 4. That's not bad, right? So, right, because for each charge counter, you get +1 defense for.
Yeah. So since you have to play it in hero. Oh wait, yeah, I guess.
Because you're defending.
Yeah, because what I was thinking was, if you attack and then you make it to where you lose all 3 charge counters, and then you go into your opponent's turn, you would have 0. But I was like, oh,
but then you
if
get the
you're
1.
Yeah, I'm like, but if you're in hero form, you're going to activate the charge card, and then you're going to have the 1. This gives you another 1. So worst case, it's like 2. But no, it could be 0 plus the 1.
Yeah, I mean, always worst case.
Yeah.
Always worst case, think there's nothing.
Yep.
Always worst case, think you have 0. This gives you the 1. You're already, if you're defending for 3 off his base stat, right? Yep. And so you're adding 1 to that. So that's not bad. Like,
really good.
I mean, a 0 cost card, I'm not having to pay anything else from hand. Like, that's what's good about this, is I'm only down 1 card from the defense. So,
really good.
Yeah, so not bad. Now, but again, best case scenario, I mean, there is no ceiling to this.
Yeah.
Right? There's no ceiling.
Oh, that's right.
Think about that. There's no ceiling to this.
Plus 50 defense.
Like, seriously, like you're taking 0.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, so I like this card.
Yeah, you could literally. Yeah, there's no cap.
Yeah,
to
there's
it.
no cap.
You're just like plus 10 defense.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's pretty good. Speaking of defense, Jim, let's read this next one.
Dude, I love this card.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a good one.
Gambit's Guild Armor. It's a 1-cost upgrade. Hero response. After Gambit defends against an attack and takes no damage, which basically off that last card is really difficult to do, right?
Right.
Exhaust this card to ready Gambit.
Yeah.
So you can defend on your opponent's turn, and then going into your turn, you're then still able to attack.
Yeah, so look at the opportunity cost.
Yeah.
Like, the opportunity cost of using just this card is because this is the only reason you're using this card.
Yeah.
Right? Is you're just tapping it to then ready going into your turn. Yeah. Right? So, I mean, I look at this from both of these cards, right? The Guild Armor plus that natural agility.
Yep.
These cards synergize extremely well together.
So good.
Extremely well together.
And earlier when we were talking about like the versatility between, all right, you can go offensive. You can set up the stuff with going leadership or justice, right? And now you have multiple things that help you out with going defensive.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, well, I took no damage from that. Okay, time to just re-stand up. Go into my turn, I'm going to be able to attack you. I'm going to be able to thwart.
Yeah.
Go into your turn, we're going to guard against it again. I have 4 armor, I'm perfectly fine. 3 armor, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then you just re-stand back up.
Yeah. Yeah. And that,
phenomenal.
Again, the opportunity cost of that last card, natural agility, all that happens, you're just down 1 card in hand.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's not bad. Like, it's you're not losing much.
Yeah.
You're really not losing much. So, okay, this next one. Now you guys are gonna have to correct me here, because I don't know if we've seen this before. Molecular acceleration. It's a resource. Hero interrupt. When you spend this card, place a charge counter on Gambit. Now what's nice about this card is it's dual resource, but they're different resources.
Yep.
So we have the physical and the energy. Energy. I don't know if we've seen that yet. I haven't really looked at all the other cards in the XMen sets yet. But have we seen other dual resource cards in other hero kits yet? If you're aware of that, shoot us a comment down below. Let us know. Yeah. But this is the first one that we've seen, at least in an announcement article, where they've shown us that. So. that coupled with using this as a resource to get a charge counter is good. Again, any cards where I'm able to get more charge counters without using Gambit's ability, sign me up.
Yep.
Absolutely sign me
Phenomenal
up.
card.
Jim, you're getting all the good cards, man.
I know, right? All right, so we got Rogue. What's her name?
Anna Marie.
Anna Marie. 4-cost ally, but is she though?
Is she?
All right, let's find out.
Let's see.
2 thwart, 1 consequential damage, and then 2 attack, same consequential damage as 1. She has 3 health. Aerial X-Men. Reduce the cost to play Rogue by 1 for each charge counter on your identity. And she has toughness.
And her resource is a wild.
And she's a wild resource.
There's like literally nothing.
Which is
bad about this
hilarious
card.
because she's a huge wild card.
Yeah, right? Absolutely. That's a good one. I like it. There's nothing bad about this card.
Yeah.
Like,
it's stupidly good.
it's so good. Like,
So
initially you look at the 4 costs, you're like, dude, nobody likes paying 4 costs,
Yeah.
right? Because if you're paying 4 costs for something, that's probably one of the only things you're doing that turn, right? But this,
Dude, she's free.
Exactly, right? Like, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, most likely when you're using this, you're paying 0 cost first, so you're just down 1 card in hand.
Yeah.
So again, the opportunity cost is just so good.
So good.
And toughness, like, oh my word.
And you know it's also another little cool thing I noticed about this card?
Yeah. What?
Look at, out of all the cards in Gambit starting, what number is she?
Number 1.
That's his number 1.
Now, what I will say is in a lot of these hero packs, their signature ally tends to be the first card.
But it's his number 1 girl.
Yes, it is. Let's see. Is this the next one? Okay. All right. So now we're going to go into the Justice cards. We mentioned that Gambit will come as a Justice precon, which is kind of interesting to me. Like, if you also think about it, because he's a thief, right?
It's hilarious.
Funny. But anyway, this first card, it's a 2-cost upgrade, Operative Skill. 3 operative counters, max 1 per player. So 3 you can use 3 times. Interrupt. When you thwart, you remove 1 operative counter from here. That thwart removes 1 additional threat. We've seen this effect on a couple other cards before. So honestly, really nothing new here. The difference here, okay, is this is specifically thwart.
Yeah.
When you thwart. Now it doesn't say basic thwart, so it could be a thwart event from hand as well. So this next one.
Next up, we got Breaking and Entering. 2-cost event. Play only if your identity. Play only if you identify as a spy or thief, Dan. Play
That's
only
good.
if your identity has the spy
or thief trait.
I can't even words
Yeah,
now.
I know. Yep.
Action. Remove 3 threat from a scheme.
Yeah.
So another card that's 2 for 3.
Yeah, 2 for 3. Yeah. We're seeing that rate quite a lot here.
Yep.
So all right, next one is Stealth Strike, 3-cost event. It's an attack, hero action attack. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. If that enemy is defeated by this attack, remove 2 threat from a scheme. So 3 cost, 4 damage, and potentially 2 threat from a scheme.
Little less than going rate because I think
Yeah.
3 tends to be 5 damage, but then it's making up for it by giving you the versatility with the 2 scheme.
Yeah. So
Or the 2 threat.
yeah. So we'll see. Like we'll see how good that is, because again, it is 3. So worst case scenario, that's 4 cards from hand.
Yeah.
This
It is-
card plus the 3 other cards.
It is also an event attack card, so you can do throw the card on top of it, 7 damage.
Oh
and
yeah,
then-
that's true. Yep.
Or however much you need to kill something. Be like, all right, well, I need that 1 extra damage.
That
We're
one
going to throw
extra.
1 card with it, kill it, and then we're going to remove 2 schemes.
Again,
It's a
versatility.
good card.
Yeah, again,
Especially for him.
For Gambit specifically, this is good because again, that versatility. Like if you need that 1 extra damage or 2, just remove that 1 or 2 charge counter from Gambit. I didn't even really think about that, but that's a very good. Again, like Gambit is just very, very, very versatile.
Yeah.
Okay, this next one, Jim.
All right. First things first, it is a 0 cost, so
Yes.
let's see what this does.
Yeah.
Mutant Education 0 cost event. Play only if your identity has the mutant trait. Alter ego action. Choose up to 2 identity-specific cards in your discard pile. Shuffle them into your deck. If X Mansion is in play, draw a card. Okay, so you just get to reshuffle 2 cards.
Yeah, reshuffle 2 cards
from discard back into the deck. That's not bad.
Yeah, which, and again, potentially drawing a card, right?
Yep.
So,
which the mansion is really good for them.
Yeah.
It's a cost reduction, I believe.
I'd have to double check. Let's see if I can find that real quick. Yeah, so the X Mansion is a basic support, cost 2 alter ego action, exhaust X Mansion, heal a damage from a mutant or X-Men character. Any player whose alter ego has a mutant trait may trigger this ability.
Ah, okay.
So it's a healer.
A heal.
Yeah, so that's pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah. So again, if that's in play, you're able to draw a card.
Yep.
I like that because again, if your deck you're down to the bottom of your deck, and then you just pick your 2 best cards.
Exactly. You're
right?
like, I got 1 card left in deck. Perfect.
Let me find Royal Flush. Let me find the defense card, good. That's good. I like that card.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Because again, using 1 card from hand to add 2 cards to your deck, and then potentially draw a card. Yeah, because then again, you're replacing that card in hand.
Yep.
Like, look at the opportunity cost.
Yeah.
The opportunity cost for these 0 cost cards is so good.
Yep. And worst case scenario, if you don't want to just add 2 random cards into the deck and eventually get to them, we'll just pitch it. You know, just pitch it for the 1 cost.
Yeah. All right, so this next one, 2 cost event, Beauty and the Thief. It's an attack thwart, it's a team up card. So this is Gambit and Rogues team up card, max 1 per deck. Hero action attack thwart. Deal 4 damage to an enemy, remove 4 threat from a scheme.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So
pretty good.
yeah. So if I'm playing Gambit and Jim is playing Rogue.
Yep.
Yeah. 100%, absolutely. Or
if you have Rogue out. Yeah.
That's what it is.
All right, we'll clean that up, Dan. We cleaned it up.
2 costs for 4 damage and 4 threat. That seems pretty good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like it.
Pretty strong card.
Pretty strong. All right. So that was all the player cards that they showed us in the article. And again, like all of the other hero packs for X-Men, we do have another modular encounter set. And so the villain for this one is
Exodus. Yeah.
Exodia. Oh, no,
It's not.
It's not.
We would have lost, Dan. We would have lost. All right. So he has 1 scheme, 1 attack with 6 HP. Retaliate 1. Villainous. What is villainous again?
When he activates, they get a boost card. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, hence the 1/1.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
When revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for Psionic Shield attachment and attach it to Exodus.
Yeah,
And
we'll
then
see.
you shuffle.
We'll see that in a second. So 1/1 with villainous. Oh, God, I hate the keyword villainous.
And retaliate
I do,
1.
and yes, in the retaliate.
You just have to like 1-shot him at that point, and you still take a damage.
Yeah, and because that 6 is a lot.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be worse. Also, we've got the 3 boost counters.
Yeah.
So if we're finding this with Gambit's ability, we're discarding that. But dude, like this is even worse with the Psionic Shield attachment.
What's it do?
So Psionic Shield's an attachment. Psionic attached to a minion. Otherwise, Psionic Shield gains Surge.
Okay.
+1 scheme, +1 attack. Force interrupt. When attached minion would leave play, instead heal all damage from that minion and put back into play, then discard this attachment. So he becomes a 1/1/6. He turns from a 1/1/6 to a 2/2/6, and then you get to do it all over again.
With retaliate.
With retaliate and 1 and villainous.
Great.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got 2 boost icons.
Yeah. And then, all right, read this last one, Jim.
Yeah.
If those first 2 weren't bad enough, right?
So we have Herald of Avalon, side scheme. Exodus sees Magneto as the savior of mutant kind and serves as his herald. That's what it does. All right, it has, when defeated, the player who defeated this scheme searches the encounter deck and discard. Oh, no. I did the thing where, like, I keep reading to myself, but not out loud.
But not yep.
And I just summarize it.
Yeah.
So, search the encounter deck and discard pile for Exodus and reveal him.
So you
Shuffle.
get this is the worst,
And
right?
is this add another is this another villainous boost card when he attacks? Or is this
I can't remember. I
another
can't
encounter?
remember what that what that
man.
icon is. Honestly,
Oh,
I'm pretty.
no.
I'm pretty sure what that is when you go to the villain phase, and you get your your encounter card.
Yeah.
You just get another one.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's what that is.
Okay.
So this one is the worst because you get a side scheme, comes in with 6, okay,
6.
and then you get Exodus,
Yeah.
and then you get the shield. So bad. Like, we thought Exodus was bad enough. No, this just gives us another scheme, another side scheme. Oh, goodness.
I hate it.
So, you know,
I
we've
tend to hate all of
we've talked about deck thinning in, like, other games, right? This is deck thinning
Yeah.
for the wrong part of the wrong deck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, not cool. So, yeah, this is one I think I just will skip and not play. No, I'm kidding.
Yep. Yeah, we don't play this.
Yeah, no. All right, so that's Gambit. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I
love
like
him.
it. I've always been a big Gambit fan.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm just waiting for a good Gambit movie for Marvel. But yeah, I'm a big fan of these cards. Jim, what do you think?
I love him.
Yeah.
I love him. I can't wait to just throw these cards out here and be like, charge or throw.
Charge the card, throw the card. All right, and then so Gambit was the let's see, we've got 7th. I think he was the 7th hero.
Okay.
And then there's one more.
Yeah,
One
we
more that
didn't spoil it.
Yeah, which we know who it is, guys.
We know.
Guys, it's Rogue.
It's
We know it's Rogue.
Rouge.
We know. And that one I'm very intrigued.
Yeah.
Very intrigued to see how they're going to do that. And then what other X-Men heroes do you guys want to see? I'd be interested to know, but let us know. What do you think of Gambit? What do you think of these cards? I know I've seen some people who were disappointed, let down by what his abilities are. I like it. I really do like it. Because I think they really got to his ability.
Yeah.
Right, about adding that damage is really, because his ability is adding energy, right? Just generating all this energy, and he puts it into these cards, right? So I think they did a really good job at bringing that to life in his hero pack.
100%.
So, all right, well, let us know what your thoughts. Leave us a comment down below. Let us know what you think. And are you excited for Gambit? And who do you think the last hero is going to be? We all know who it is. But who do you think it's going to be, guys? Let us know.
Who else should they add?
Yes,
That's
there
what
we go.
it is.
There we go.
Who
There
else
we go.
should they add?
So, all right. Well, thanks, everybody, for being here. We'll catch you in the next Marvel Champions video. See you, everybody.
Take care.